What's up, everybody? Jeff here for Buon Life, and here is a minimalist episode. And today, what I want to talk about is just a little bit of information on how to get started in a minimalist lifestyle. The first thing I would suggest is just kind of generally look into it, look at YouTube videos and stuff like that. But really, I would say start with a couple books. I just finished reading a book called Goodbye Things, and I thought it was a really great book. I thought it was nice because it was a very masculine. It was written by a guy, so it had a more masculine tone to it. And then one of my favorites, also world renowned, is the Marie Kondo's Magic Art of Tidying Up. Solid book, really good. This will really help you part with things on an emotional level. And then the Goodbye Things book, kind of more logical, and I like them both equally. So I would say start with those. They're both on Audible, so they're probably also on iTunes as well and all of that business. So it's easily accessible. I think starting there would be definitely like the number one part, because for me, in my opinion, I think the minimalist lifestyle is very much in your head. It's not, again, it's not about the things really. Like, you want to get rid of the things. And it's not a game of having less things. I guess then the second thing I would suggest to start a minimalist lifestyle is to understand what that is and what is a minimalist and who is a minimalist. Now, this is up for debate in a lot of cases. However, my personal opinion and the opinion that I agree with that is popular is removing the unessential. So understanding that you go through as many of your things as possible, eventually all of them, and removing what you don't use anymore, which is no longer serving you and is completely unessential to your well-being, your happiness, and you have just for any other reason. If you're not using it, you don't need it. It's actually weighing down on your consciousness and your stress levels and your visual stimulus. I just think it's just such a stressor that I cannot explain what something does in a drawer somewhere that of yours that you own that you don't remember. That actually weighs down on you, and just your subconscious, it just tears you apart. I think it's like a reason for depression. Like, it will kill you from the inside to not be able to know everything that you have. And I could go on and on. I'm not going to. And then I wrote down some other things. When you're watching the videos, some other things that you want to consider is why. Like, why do you even want to do this? Like, what's appealed to you? And actually maybe like write it down. Start making a list of like, what are the reasons that you're doing this in general? Because it's not an easy thing. It takes time, and it's not something that you just do once and then it's over with. It's a lifestyle. It's a personality trait. It's something that is just a way of being. A minimalist lifestyle is just clean. It's like having a clean house. Like, you constantly clean. You are also decluttering and everything on the larger spectrum, because that's what minimalists do. You constantly declutter and you constantly reevaluate. Some things you might get rid of, and then you didn't need it for months and months, and then all of a sudden your life has changed and you may need something new. So you might want to buy something that's a new need that does serve you. And when you do rebuy something, if you ever had to, you have that excitement. And since minimalists don't buy things very often, you have this extra money. So the like reasons are just abundant in my opinion, but like, yeah, you have more time, more money. I definitely don't spend as much money. There's other popular things. Minimalists tend to be skinnier than most people. That's another really interesting thing I'm starting to learn. There's just all of these things. So start looking at those and start kind of keeping an ear out. What are the actual benefits of it? Because I think it's worth it. And, I just really I promote it as much as I can. I think it's good. That's all. If you were to ask me without any recommendation of where to start, I would have to say just start with your biggest cluttered area, your high traffic area, and start picking it up. Put things in piles of like definitely get rid of, maybe, and then definitely keep. And the most important thing I think to start is knowing that organizing is not minimizing. And that is huge. Do not think that you put things cleanly away you've minimized it. It's not, and not in any way. Like that's fun. That's like a treat that you can do to the things that you do find essential and that you do need and you love. That's what you earn that when you do minimize it, and it looks so beautiful. It looks like a storefront. It's like so good when it's only a few things. Make a few rules for yourself. Like personally, I have a rule: is no more than 3 things on any countertop of any sort. The only exception is my desk because it requires more. But yeah, say a dresser or a table or anything like that. Only 3 things at resting time. If I'm using it, then whatever. But things like that, like start looking at things of how can you really kind of push it to an extreme so that you can kind of find your happy balance and you can do it. But at first, you kind of go extreme. So that's that. And if you have any questions about minimalism and things like that, I'd love to make new videos and more videos on this. So till next time, peace.